amazing brain is just one of the many organs of the human body. But this one organ single-handedly regulates and controls almost every organ of the body. However, when observed and dissected, it's just tissue. There are no hard wires, batteries, floppy disks, thumb drives, motherboards, or disk drives. It's just tissue. Yet this perfectly and precisely constructed mass of tissue, it thinks, creates, regulates, induces speech, emotions, thoughts, dreams, ideas, facial expressions, body functions, body activities, and motor responses, and so much more. Just one piece of brain tissue the size of a grain of sand contains 100,000 neurons and 1 billion synapses, all communicating with each other, transferring information, and making decisions instantly. There are 100,000 miles of blood vessels alone in your brain. There are between 1,000 and 10,000 synapses for each neuron in your brain, and there are 100 billion neurons. There are no pain sensors in the brain. The brain itself feels no pain. However, the brain does tell the rest of the body when and how to feel pain. While awake, your brain generates between 10 and 25 watts of power, enough to power a light bulb. Now, use your brain, let the light bulb pop on, and think. What do you suppose are the chances that this one singular organ alone would have come into existence through the process of evolution? From a magic mud pit, hit by magic lightning, and given billions of magical years from a single-celled magical life form that supposedly magically formed from a random conjoining of chemicals. By the way, this entire process has never been observed, nor has it ever been recreated, even in the most manipulated of laboratory conditions. Use your brain now. What are the chances? Now, when you get that figured out, let's talk about the eye, or a single strand of hair, or a tooth and how it operates, or the heart, or the liver, or the stomach, or the intestines. Well, you get the point. From there, we could speak of the 12 amazingly complete and complex and interdependent symbiotic systems of the human body, all required to sustain a human life. From there, we could examine all of the systems and all of the organs of the over 20 million various species of life on Earth. Oh yeah, and these species only exist on Earth. Mr. Evolutionist, does your brain hurt yet? Oh yeah, one more amazing fact about the brain. It is not true that humans only use a small percentage of their brain. What we know is that each part of the brain has a purpose. Unless, of course, I suppose, you are an evolutionist, in which case I doubt if even 10% of the brain is actually used for constructive thought. The Washington Times calls it a must-read book, a muscular defense of the Christian faith, an arsenal of powerful rebuttals against Christian bashers. Amazon Books calls it a #1 bestseller. I call it blessed and used by the Lord. Considering the times in which we now live, you need this book. Available at Amazon.com and the WND Superstore.